guys, today we're going to talk about the episode Slaves. This episode aired on May 5th, 1982. It's about 48-ish minutes long. Has a 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb with 90-ish user votes. It guest stars John Hancock, who was in the movie Tank, and directed by John Liberty or whatever, and he was the assistant director for Howard the Duck. So basically, what this episode's about, David is traveling, and he was hitchhiking with a lady, and they end up, and their car breaks down, but this guy comes along, and he says, I'll drive you up to this, town I accompany myself in. It's abandoned, but I live there. They go there, he and this guy knock them out, and those two and another guy who's been there, they've been, as the guy who's running them, enslaved. And now, here's the thing. This is actually a really political episode, because John Hancock, the guy who plays this character, the lead guy who's leading in charge of enslavement, he's African American. So he has a lot of talk about just like your ancestors did to mine, I'm doing to you, and it's kind of weird. His approach to it is like you think it would be kind of more like revenge, but it feels more like matter of factly. Like, he doesn't really do anything hateful towards them. He just kind of, and basically why he's doing it, because they're trying to get a mine for gold, and paying people costs too much. That's why they're doing what they're doing. And a little bit revealed about him in this episode. Now, granted, he's kind of a villain, but the way he acts and behaves make it seem like he's more of a complex character. The other guy, though, he's more of a villain. I will say, I think the reason why the episode didn't do too hot was, one, this was released very late in the series. It's the second to last episode, but at this point people were kind of giving up hope, because the last few episodes of the series were released kind of randomly with months in between, so people were just kind of like, yeah, whatever. And to be honest, this kind of political stuff, it can be seen either way, how it's being talked and judged. So you're trying to, for me at least, I'm just trying to figure out, like, okay, this is very complex. Where does this lead to? And to be honest, we never really get a full resolution of, I mean, they kind of hint at the reason why he's acting this way is kind of like he's going on like a power ride or whatever, because his previous occupation was he was in charge of he was like the lead person in a prison, like a guard or a gang or whatever. I'm not quite sure. I don't quite remember. The Hulk stuff's pretty decent. I actually think the Hulk stuff's pretty good in this. I think the reason why this episode's so low is because the things that it's talking about is it's pretty ambitious, but it's delivered in kind of like when it's focused on, it's there, but it's not like, it's tough to describe. I think if I wouldn't say the writing for it feels clunky, but it definitely feels like it tries to take some odd turns that aren't fully deciphered, and I don't know. I think at the time it was released, I think it's hard. This is something that I definitely want to hear other people's perspectives on with this episode, because it's definitely an episode that tries to do very political and very different from a lot of other things, and I think that may be why is the fact that it was trying to be more politically advocate with a unique perspective that people didn't really know what to think of at the time, and I think that's why it has a low number. It's definitely one to check out. I mean, I'm not saying that it's a solid episode or not, but it's definitely an interesting episode. So that's why I'm saying it's good to take a look at least once. And yeah, that's all I have to say about it. It's an interesting episode to look at once, and then decide how you feel about it after. But yeah, guys, that's all to say. The last episode of the series is coming up, and we'll talk about that, and then the TV movies. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the video, and have a good day.